the doctor in front of your name.
And I love how you're. It sounds like healing is happening in the room right now as we're talking about it.
You know, and that's why I love to speak about this kinds of stuff and speak about hardship. A lot of times nobody wants to speak about it, but the truth is, and this is what I think is the grace of God, is like, we alone, but we alone all together. You know what I mean? That's some crazy stuff, ain't it? Like, we all alone on the lowest of keys, but we all in the room here alone together. And that's the community. That's the beauty of community. That's why, for me, growing up with my family and having that sense of community, that always helped us. Because it is hard. But when you look over to your brother or your sister and you say, I'm having it hard too, then you feel you have a sense of perspective that, you know what, I'm not alone in this hardship. Everybody's dealing with it. Everybody got a monkey on their back, whatever it is. You know what I mean? We're all dealing with it, and it helps you to know that I can get through. And so with everything I do, whether it's a movie and you're watching Akilah and Nabi, we're all in there together, or we're here, we're talking about the book, or even the book when you're reading the book or listening to the audio book, I'm hoping that it creates a sense of community. You know, where you can say, oh, Keke too, and then you can say, did you get the book? Because, oh, yeah, me too. Well, let's talk about it. Now 3 of y'all together talking about it, 4 of y'all together, or a room of y'all. You know, that's, to me, that's the purpose of what I put in my artistry and my work, is to say, we here together, and it's tough, but let's try to create a moment of enjoyment, entertainment, paradise while we're here, if we can.
And you being, y'all can clap it up. You being transparent in your walk in this and like just figuring it out, it allows other people, even in this room, to feel validated. Like, I feel seen by the words that Keke is expressing. So we definitely appreciate you for that.
That means the world to me. It truly does. Thank you so much. It really does.
Yeah. So when we think Keke Palmer, I always think like, yo, she is the master of rebrand.
Oh
like
my
the way
gosh.
yes, for sure. Like the way you brand yourself and rebrand, like it's literally an art to it. And you share in your book how restarting your career after 10 years in the industry, I'm wondering, why do you think it's important for readers to recognize when it's time for a reset and to choose a new direction in your own life?
Well, the book has a lot of personal stuff to it, but it also has a lot of business stuff to it as well. So I love how you brought up the rebrand and just being multifaceted and a career person. We're obviously in such a corporate overlord. I think more than ever, like, it's just so much going on. It's hard to figure out how to get your footing or feel autonomous. And I feel like for me, I found that in being able to diversify my portfolio in every aspect and using the leverage that I've had and what I've learned skill-wise from other companies and taking them to other avenues, whether it be me as an entertainer and performer, taking that to hosting, or taking that into being an author or whatever it is. And I think for me, it sounds like it's more work, and it probably is, but there's so much freedom in that when I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. And so my desire is to also help readers feel like, okay, I can do my own thing, and I don't have to. Look, if I want to depend solely on this one thing, and I do have a vision of totally just making my way up into that one company, then that's great. But if I want to be able to feel like I could say no sometimes, then maybe I do need to pick up a couple of side things. And that seems crazy, and that seems like, oh my gosh, that's too much. But when you get into the groove of it, you realize that, oh, wait a minute. Now I have the power of no, because I got another job over here. I don't need this one gig. And then that means that the corporations, they don't get to have as much control over you, because you kind of got, you dating all of them. You know what I mean? I mean, as a kid, my mom had me working for Disney and Nickelodeon. There wasn't no kids doing that.
Come on.
She was like, you with Nick and Disney.
The doctor in front of your name.